Elsewhere in Paradox space, we examine another planet, forgotten by time.
But we will strive to remember!
What was this planet's name? Enter name. Oh, ha ha. Nice one, smarty pants. Really hilarious. But let's get real here. No more clowning around. Try again. That is much better. In fact, as it happens, your guess is precisely correct. What are the odds? We examine the planet Alternia. Somewhere on this planet there is a young troll. Hivebent. This young troll stands in his respite block. It just so happens that today, the 12th bilunar perigee of the dark season's equinox, is the day of this young troll's larval awakening, also known as his wriggling day. Though it was 6 solar sweeps ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. 6 Alternian solar sweeps, for convenient reference, is equivalent to 13 Earth years. Earth, also for convenient reference, is a planet that does not yet exist. What will the name of this young troll be? Enter name. You enter something predictably derogatory, and this guy gets fed up by your shenanigans in record time. This guy has a lot of troll pals, and their adventures are going to be quite extensive and convoluted, to an even greater degree than one perhaps may be accustomed. He thinks that if you think that we have time to drag out every little gag and expected pattern along the way, you've got another thing coming. He thinks you should cram that sobering understanding in your chitinous squinhole and tap it down hard with your ugly, stupid-looking cartilage nub. Try again. Your name is Karkat Vantas. As was previously mentioned, it is your wriggling day, which is barely even worth mentioning. It is an anniversary, if anything, to lament the faults of your existence, of which there are assuredly plenty. Equally plenty and somewhat related to that topic are your interests. You have a passion for ridiculously terrible romantic movies and rom-coms. You should really be embarrassed for liking this dreadful cinema, but for some reason you are not. You like to program computers, but you are notoriously pretty awful at it. Your programs invariably damage the machines on which they are executed, which is just as well since you like to believe you specialize in computer viruses. When you mature, you aspire to join the ranks of the most lethal members of your society, the Threshecutioners. You like to practice with your really cool sickle, but just wind up looking like kind of a doofus by yourself in your room. You like to chat with some of your other troll pals, most of which drive you batshit up the fucking belfry. You have been trying out a new chat client beta called Trollian, and you are not really sure what you think about it yet. Your troll tag is carcinogeneticist, and you speak in a manner that is almost exclusively ornery all the time. Later, you will play a game with 5 other friends and go on a big adventure with them. This game, for convenient reference, is a game that does not yet exist. But it will soon. What will you do? Karkat, examine slimy purple pod. It is your Recuperacoon full of nourishing soap or slime. Every young troll enjoys the cozy embrace of such a vessel each night, and the relaxing ooze helps assuage the terrible visions of blood and carnage that plague the dark subconscious of your species. It is so inviting. A few minutes couldn't hurt. Karkat, get in. Okay, this sure is cozy and all, but you can't be napping all day like a chump. Damn it, you're a busy guy. You are sort of a big deal. Goddamn slime. Now you have to change your clothes, too. What were you thinking? Luckily, all your clothes are the same. Trolls think fashion is stupid. Karkat, examine movie posters. Okay, it's time to get serious here. Sweet Troll Gigas. Let's get real and get down to some major business. You space out and get caught up reading the titles of the films for about 5 minutes. Wow, these movies are great. You don't care what anyone says. Pure magic. Is that John Cusack? The thing that most people don't realize is that John Cusack is a universal constant. This movie. Okay, this one even you have a hard time defending. But still, it's so good. The best thing about it is how Troll Sandler doesn't make you want to punch anything. Like, nothing at all, really hard or anything. Karkat, capture log sickle. You grab your trusty sickle with your encryption modus. To retrieve it, you'll need to hack the code to open the card vault left behind. This will obviously prove to be a completely ridiculous and untenable way of managing an inventory, and lead to a great many follies. Later on, you would swap your modus with your hacker friend, a guy who, unlike you, happens to be competent with programming. It would only make sense. But for the time being, it makes your life kind of a nightmare. There are so many stupid things that happen because of this modus. So many, you just have no idea. Karkat, take Card Vault. God damn it! You hear some unhappy grumbling through the hole below. This was not the coolest thing you could have done just now. Karkat, examine large black book. You make quite sure not to capture log it, and simply pick it up and read it.
Till Death, a handbook for the imminently deceased. Chapter 1. Prepare your Till Death file. Dig your grave. A bone to pick. For death begins with life's first breath, and life begins at touch of death. A quote by Troll Will Smith.
It is a thick programming manual called Till Death, a handbook for the imminently deceased. Till Death is an insufferable language to work with. Its logic is composed of nothing but infinite loops, or at best, loops of effectively interminable construction. The above page in the intro section documents the simplest possible Till Death code structure. Any code deviating from this basic structure will not compile. You have a whole bunch of code samples you've been messing around with on your computer. It's been frustrating at best and debilitating to your machine at worst. Karkat, leave your room. You step outside your respite block onto one of your hive's numerous extraterrestrial landing slats. You were allowed to design this hive when you were young, after you emerged victorious from your trials deep at the Brooding Caverns. You have lived here with your custodian ever since. It's almost as if your people have placed great cultural importance on teaching children to become architecturally adept while very young. It has been this way since ancient times. No one seems to know why that is. Getting to build your own hive at a young age using whatever meandering design you choose likely has left you jaded to the notion of customizing your abode. You certainly wouldn't get all that worked up about a game that happened to allow you to do such a thing. At least not for that reason. Karkat, examine neighborhood. The lawn rings are empty. Blood skims the voids in your porous cranial plates, as if grazing the hollow of a threshed stem, or, say, an abandoned cocoon. A sour note is produced. It's the one agitation plays to make its audience squirm. It is your 6th wriggling day, and as with all 5 preceding, it blah 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 blah. Look, you don't have time for fancy poetry. It's almost as useless as those arms swing flappy things on mailboxes, assuming you even knew what those were, which you don't. Trolls don't have mail. Mail is almost as useless as poetry to them. Poetry is the swing-arm flappy dealy of words, and mail is the red tilty lever doodad of giving people shit. Frankly, you don't know about things skimming voids or grazing hollows or whatever. You've got ambition. You are meant to be a big shot. To be in charge of something huge and really important, and to be totally ruthless about it. You just haven't found the dominion in which you're destined for greatness yet, or even a vague concept of it. You haven't found your purpose, but you will tonight. You stew in your own impotent aggravation in the cool dusk breeze. During the dark seasons, it remains dusk for most of the day. It can stay dark for many bilunar perigees at a time, but even if it didn't, you would still have this feeling. You have a feeling it's going to be a long night. You head back into your block and hit up your computer station. No word from any of your loudmouth pals. No news is good news. Sweet music to your auricular sponge clots. Karkat, check out magazine. It's the latest issue of Game Grub. This one appears to boast about exclusive leaks. They all boast about that. You're not even really sure what it means. Karkat, check out DVD. It is a DVD of one of your favorite series, The Thresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's about a green Threshucutioner cadet who sasses up the Blue Bloods in his play squad pretty good. Their blood is literally blue. Lousy snobs. But Troll Will Smith shows them all how to loosen up. He's pretty much your hero. Troll TV shows have shorter titles than Troll movies because TV is a much newer form of media in their society, which is a good thing because it would be pretty hard to make this funny joke otherwise. Karkat, get down to business on computer. Okay, enough messing around. Time to get some work done, maybe a little programming or oh god. It figures that installing this new beta chat client would open the floodgates. All your moron friends are going to be hounding you relentlessly. Not that they needed an excuse before. You wonder what this chump wants. Karkat answered Troll.
What is up, my inverter brother?
What in the sweet, almighty, taint-chafing fuck do you want?
Not a motherfucking thing, bro. Other than I be checking out how my best motherfucking friend is at, yo.
I really can't stand you, and I hate how you type. It just bothers me so much. Have I mentioned that?
You say it pretty much every time we talk, yeah. But, I don't have to, see? But, I mean, man, this feels so motherfucking unnatural and shit. You just gotta be going with what feels right, and where your heart's up in, you know? Best friend.
I wonder what kind of shitty thing I did to deserve such an awful best friend. Or maybe what terrible thing I'm going to do and get punished for in advance. Maybe I'm just like preemptively the worst fucking piece of trash who ever lived and don't even know it yet. But hey, look, your friendship is Exhibit A, I guess.
It's such a beautiful thing, this troll disease called friendship.
Friendship isn't a disease, shit sponge. It's like a mistake. A big joke of nature.
It's a miracle.
Oh no, don't start with the miracles again.
Man, everywhere I look, alls I see is motherfucking miracles. It's so spiritual. All these miracles and shit. Okay, like, just be taking this fucking tits bottle of fucking Fago I just cracked up open, and how it's being all like hissing and shit. Motherfucking hissing, man. Who went all and told it to do that? How would it even do that? It's crazy. It's a miracle.
It's carbonation, you ignorant douche. Try getting school-fed sometime instead of slurping down that weird swill all day and fondling your stupid horns.
No, bro. I don't want to know. Don't even tell me. Knowing shit just steals up all the fucking magic from my miracles. Like a motherfucking thief. And that ain't cool.
The only miracle is that you like that disgusting sludge. Where do you even get that stuff? It's also a miracle how you dress like an imbecile and are basically the stupidest asshole I've ever known. Actually, you're right. There are miracles everywhere. I've been a fool.
See, man? I am straight up telling you, miracles. It's like, alright, computers, right? What the fuck? Miracles is what?
Fuck you. Fuck you for me just reading that.
Anyway, what's up with your bad self? For serious here, isn't something big all going down?
What?
I heard something big was all going down. Just all be telling me all what motherfucking it's up and all about.
Stop saying all. Are you talking about TA's thing?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. So mysterious. I'm never getting ceased to be amazed by all these fucking mysteries life's got for us.
Anyway, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll talk to him tonight about it. Maybe I won't. It's probably just another one of his projects that winds up being completely useless and a huge waste of my time.
Yeah, maybe. But he's your best friend, though. So it's all cool. Anyway, I thought this sounded like a pretty big motherfucking deal, my man. Ah!
What?
Oh, bro. Never mind. I just fucking did like to scare the shit out of myself here. These damn horns.
You've got to get rid of those things. They make it more embarrassing to know you, which is a friggin' miracle if that's even possible. Like, wow, God sure cooked up a doozy there. Twinkly-eyed son of a bitch just keeps you guessing, doesn't he?
Man, you know you want to give my horns a good squeeze.
Actually, you know what'll be the miracle to end all miracles? It'll be if I ever meet a kid I despise more than you. That will make me a motherfucking convert. I'll see the light so bright, I'll need GC to walk me around so I don't bump into shit.
Sign me up for your idiotic clown religion, okay?
You fucking got it, brother.
Whoa, what the motherfuck? Who's this motherfucker? It's cool. Life is like that sometimes. It's full of mysteries. You'll be doing one thing, then something else hits you just like that, and you roll with it. That's what you do when life hands you lemons. You sure as fuck don't make lemonade, because who the fuck knows where that fucking shit comes from. It's squeezed out of miracles, is where. So what's this motherfucker's name? Enter name. Your name is Gamzee Makara. You get pretty excited by clowns of a grim persuasion which may not be in full possession of their mental faculties. You belong to a rather obscure cult, which foretells of a band of rowdy and capricious minstrels which will rise one day on a mythical paradise planet that does not exist yet. The beliefs of this cult are somewhat frowned upon by those dwelling in more common lawn rings. But you don't care. You got to be going with what feels right at where your heart's up in, you know? You like to practice on your one-wheel device, which you are god-awful at because your feet do not reach the pedals. You enjoy a fine beverage and like to do a little baking sometimes. You got all these horns all over the place, and sometimes you step on them and scare the shit out of yourself. You like to chat a lot with your pal Karkat, who is usually pretty cranky, but he is your best friend. You have a lot of other great friends, who you also like a lot. Your troll tag is terminally capricious, and you speak in a manner that is just a little bit whimsical. What will you do? Gamzee capture log bottle of Fago. You snag a bottle of Fago. To consume the beverage is what your fellow devotees refer to as kicking the wicked elixir. It is capture logged through your miracle modus. You have absolutely no idea how this thing works, and you don't want to know. Gamzee capture log computer. You take your husk top. Sometimes you just like to pick stuff up and watch the colors. It's so beautiful. Life is beautiful. Gamzee ride one-wheel device. You decide to give this diabolical contraption another shot. Maybe one of these days you will get one more suited to your proportions. For now, this is all you have to work with. You just have to figure out how to stay on the thing without flying off the handle. You do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into a big pile of horns. Gamzee sample delicious pie cooling on the counter. It is still piping hot, but you can't help yourself. You sneak a taste of the sober slime pie. You aren't supposed to eat that slime. It does funny things to a troll's head. But you were never taught that on account of a lousy upbringing. Your custodian was always out to sea. That is where he is now. Maybe you will go outside and see if you can spot him. You grab a juggling club. You'll need it if you are going out. It is dangerous to leave unarmed. You leave your hive and head out to the beach. There is no sign of your custodian. You should not stay out here very long. The sea dwellers are quite hostile. Someone is bugging you. This is exciting. You're always down for shooting the wicked shit with anyone who will put up with you. Now, if only you could figure out how to get your husk top out of this stupid thing. It'll be a miracle if you can manage. Gamzee, retrieve husk top. You say a short prayer to your beloved mirthful messiahs and splash a pinch of special stardust in your face. Your Silodex launches your beverage far, far into the ocean. You wonder if you can just sort of reach over. And? Gamzee, answer troll.
Hey Gamzee, do you want to play Gamezies with me?
Hey, yeah, that sounds like the motherfucking shits, bitch tits.
It sure is hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes, but I'm gonna. The only reason I'm asking you is because your name sounds like game. And no other reason. Get it?
Well, I heard of worse fucking reasons to be getting all about to do something. Honk.
No, that should bother you, that reason. Why don't things like that bother you? No wonder Vantas can't stand you. But who cares about him? We're gonna have some motherfucking shitty bitches playing together. Or whatever you said.
So, is this the game I've heard about? The big mystery?
Yeah!
Whoa. Okay, this is gonna be fucking insane. But can we play a little later? I'm outside, keeping an eye out here for the old goat. You know how it is with family.
No, not really. Adder, derp.
Oh, yeah.
Durr. Way to go! How does that stupid bottled syrup of yours taste with your hoof so far up your mouth?
Sorry. Anyway, I'll go inside in a while. Why don't you get Karkat to fire up that motherfucker with you? He likes games.
Oh no! God, can you imagine all the bitching and moaning? I used to try and play stuff with him, but wow, did I learn my lesson.
Alright. Well, I'll try to get in and get up on my chill real soon, and we can play. Just give me a minute.
Bullshit! You know, you're just going to sit there on the beach and space out and lose track of time. Hello? Gams?
What? Oh. Man, I'm sorry. I spaced out. Did you know how beautiful the sound of the ocean is? Have you ever seen the ocean? I mean, smelled it? Sorry.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Now you can bear down on your coding. This will surely last all evening without interruption. You reopen one of your till death projects you started recently. You are still horsing around with the conditions for terminating the loops. What many till death coders do is import finite constructs and bind the loops to their lifespan. For instance, the main loop here will terminate on the death of the universe labeled you. That way you only have to wait billions of years for it to end instead of forever. You will bound a subloop to the lifespan of the code's author, which is you. Any routine at the end will execute when you die. You figured this might be handy for coding something to release a final will and testament. Or maybe some doomsday virus. You spend a lot of time thinking of ways to make the perfect doomsday virus. Conveniently absent from Till Death's extensive import library are entities with short lifespans. Like a rapidly decaying particle that only lasts a millisecond sure would be handy. Or even a fruit fly or something. But no, coding with this language is all about finding ways to trick it into doing what you want. Your hacker buddy is obnoxiously good at it. He sent you some files which you still don't understand, but you're not going to admit that. He's even better at making viruses than you, which really gets stuck in your nook. Karkat, check out one of his files. This code, when executed, immediately causes the user's computer to explode and places a curse on the user forever, along with everyone he knows and everyone he'll ever meet. Not surprisingly, later on you would run this code in a fit of stupidity. You don't know how he does stuff like this. What does this even mean? It's nonsense. Is it even syntactically viable? Are you allowed to color text like that? Ugh! Maybe you should ask him about it sometime. Oh, speak of the devil. Here he is bugging you about something. Time to put on your game face and pretend you don't think very highly of his abilities. Karkat, answer troll.
KK, don't flip your shit about this, but I'm setting you up to play a game with some people.
Why would I flip my shit about that?
Because you flip your shit about everything.
Well, will you look at this? Here is my shit, and yet it remains unflipped. Just sitting there on the skillet, getting burned on one side. It's a miracle.
Oh no, are you into miracles now too? Because if you are, you're fired preemptively from the game.
Fuck. No.
Okay, nice.
Miracles are like the poop stains on God's underwear.
Making fun of people's religions is the best thing to do.
But that's why he hides them. They're fucking embarrassing. God launders in mysterious ways.
Right on. But let's shut our mouths a second and talk about this game. It'll only be a second, really. You don't even have to do much.
Okay, good, because I'm pretty busy tonight. What is this thing anyway? Why all the secrecy?
Well, the short story is that it's an immersive simulation that you play with a group. The long story is that the fate of our civilization depends on us playing it. I guess the long one was shorter than the short one. Fuck!
That sounds like melodramatic bullshit, but coming from you, color me unsurprised.
Screw you, Vantas. This shit's more real than Kraft grub sauce.
Right, okay. So, you made this game?
No. More like I adapted it.
From what?
Some crazy technology AA dug out of some ruins. Haven't you talked to her about it?
Man, no. I can't talk to her. She's so spooky. I don't know why most of our friends are such psychos.
Probably it's because most trolls are. If you heard what I heard every night, I mean, wow, fuck.
Let's not talk about your weird mutant brain. And don't scan mine or whatever. It's off limits, you douche.
I told you like a billion times. I can't do that, you nub-slurping fuckpod.
Why are you two up to this secret stuff? Why haven't you told me anything about this?
KK, I'm sorry, but really, it's kind of a private matter between me and her, and I'd appreciate it if that was respected.
Oh, God. Stop being so sensitive. It's a repugnant quality.
Okay, how about you take your own advice? You are such a blubbering hypocrite. You're lucky I'm so fucking magnanimous and charitable, because otherwise there's no chance I'd waste my time on you.
What a load of shit. This act that you actually think you're a hotshot? You know you hate yourself.
Nobody hates himself more than you, idiot.
Yeah, well, I hate you way more than I hate myself. And that's fucking saying something. In fact, I hate you more than I hate myself, and you hate yourself, and you hate me combined.
Oh, fuck that noise in every leaking orifice it's got. You know I hate the combined product of you and myself more than you could ever begin to hate me and myself and you and yourself on your worst day. So fucking deal with it!
Okay, timeout for the idiot. The idiot gets a timeout and shuts up for a second. That's you. Just tell me what to do about this game.
Okay, well, I'll send you a download soon. I'm setting up 2 teams. Like 2 separate competing teams so that there's a better chance of at least one group winning. And also, I guess, to see which one can win faster.
Okay, let me guess. There's a red team and a blue team, right?
Yeah, you're on the red team. I will be the leader of the blue.
Okay, then I guess I can pick my teammates then?
Bro, you're not the red team leader. I picked GC for that.
What?
Dude, I did not think you'd be interested in this. Don't act all offended.
Oh, wow. Now I see. Really fucking clever, picking the blind girl to lead the team you're competing with? I knew you were a cheating lowlife fucking scumbag with no scruples or self-esteem, and were basically worthless on every level, but somehow, I'm still disappointed in you.
Yeah, I am such an idiot for not rewarding your bubbly personality and impeccable people skills with a leadership gig. What an inconsiderate knuckle-sponged asshole I've been.
I am a hatched leader, and you know it!
I know your filthy seed flap is fluttering in the profane breeze that's shooting at your stinking meal tunnel. I do know that much.
How do you get out of your cocoon in the morning knowing you're the worst thing a universe was ever responsible for? Also, it must be hard with your hand so persistently bothering every mutated set of genitals, peppering that ghastly husk you pawn off as a body. Has a female ever looked at you without it once turning skyward and erupting like a vomit volcano? Answer me that.
This is so immature. I'm basically just laughing here at how immature you are. Like I really give a fuck who the red leader is. You want to be the leader? Fine. Talk to GC about it.
I guess these conversations we have do get kind of embarrassing in retrospect. Are we not friends anymore because of the stuff I said?
You literally ask me that every time. Are you joking? I can't even tell anymore.
It's a joke, moron. Honestly, I'm just glad nobody else is privy to our conversations. Actually, why don't we make a pact to delete this one from our logs? I'm just shuddering here scrolling up and reading this.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds like someone downstairs is getting pretty crabby. This is not an encounter you are looking forward to. They'll probably put it off as long as you can manage.